So if on the other hand the local player authority is activated, then scripts which are dragged here are only active on prefabs in where they are instantiated on peers which on the exact peer for whom the prefab was instantiated. I hope this is, it's a little bit complex in the word, but it's not so difficult if you see what I mean. Right. So basically, do you have some kind of movement script for this thing? Do you have anything in that regard? So we can.
Only if it comes with the standard assets. I haven't.
Okay. You know what? Let me. In that case, let me use the uMMO thing. If you allow. Or I don't know. It's your preference.
It's fine. Go ahead. It's fine.
Okay. So. No, that's in the demo scenes. So I have this thing here. Yeah. So I will do away with the cube. Put in the lerp. Okay, he's not networked yet, so okay, then we can start from scratch. That's good. So same again. I'll make it use the uMMO plugin. And basically, what do you want to do? When you wanted to have it local player controlled or server controlled?
It's going to end up being server controlled.
Okay. So. Yeah, we have two. There are two things we can configure. Let me just checking whether I have this implemented already. Okay, it's already inheriting from player action. So basically what I did, instead of having this inherit from network behavior, you know, the standard UNet way of making a script networked, so to say, you know, I make it inherit from software.net.playAction. And what this enables me to do is instead of saying input.getAccessRaw or get whatever, I'm saying uMMO input.getAccessRaw. Okay, so what this basically does is it on every peer, on every machine, it receives the input from where you basically according to the architecture you chose, like in this case server authority. So while in server authority and this prefab is running on the server, it will receive the input from the network, you know,
right.
as opposed to from the Unity engine, you know, from the system. So and in the same way with server authority, if this prefab is instantiated on the client, it will receive the input from the Unity system, so from the input you have typed, you know.
Right.
So if you did that, I programmed this quite a while ago, but I think as far as I remember, we put this on demand because we already set the keys here. You know, we already registered basically the input with the Unity engine by doing this with the uMMO input way. Yeah, that's all fine. This in that case we don't need. This is also not necessary. So basically this is totally out of the blue, of course, but we can give it a go.
Right.
Okay, just 1 second. Tutorial. So we just we make it prefab somewhere. I will just put it in the root now. So then we delete the thing in the scene. It's not needed anymore, and put the newly configured prefab right here. So we have set it to auto create player. So as soon as we connect, a player for the spawning client will be instantiated.
Okay.
So here you have the quality of service channels. You can read up on that in the Unity documentation. The thing is, you can basically still use that in uMMO. And this is by just show you very quickly.
Okay.
You have here, this will be the default transform synchronization plugin. So, and you can here you can define per plugin an example. So for transform syncing and for animation syncing, there will be 2 different plugins spawned for the same prefab, you know.
Right.
And you can, if you want, you can have them both work through different channels, basically. You know, so you have you can make the animation or the movement goes through the unreliable channel, and the animation goes through reliable channel or whatever, you know. And reliable, unreliable means that so with one there is some kind of a TCP like error correction implemented, and with unreliable it's just fire and forget. You know, the one who is serializing into the network does not care whether the packet really arrive or not. You know, so
Right.
this is just for some advanced considerations. So.
Okay.
Anyway, so we have this thing configured here. And you know what? We can just give it a go, because as far as I see it, everything is fine. Some adjustments could be necessary, but basically we'll see.
Right.
Okay, so so we do it for now in custom connector mode because it's easier for the test, you know.
Right.
Because then we can choose, okay, this is the server, this is the client, and whatever. And you can go ahead and compile a standalone player. That's not needed, so
Okay.
it will just take the scene, so make it 64-bit. If we have the possibility, why not? And yeah, you can just build and run it or whatever.
It's gone away. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right.
So the standalone player will be either the server or the client, and then the editor will be just the opposite. And we have the default IP set to localhost. So